Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and I hope everyone's going to have an awesome day today. Yes, I do. Did anybody watch the solar eclipse yesterday? I didn't get much here, but I hope that you did. Yes, right. These stamps that I shared in my haul, I want to use those. I've cut this out and I want to colour it, and I want to make this smaller pocket. If you saw, I got the larger one as well. So that's what I want to play with today. And I've done some doodahs to make things quicker. Now, I've cut the pocket out. It's got the little flap there. It's got this little thingy there. Isn't that lovely? I don't know if I'll cut the window out quite straight, but you know what I mean. And I've popped some tape in, but I want to do an acetate and an image window, and also you get score lines, and you know, just to speed things up, I just went along and folded those with my fingers. So I want to use acetate first, but I also want to put a picture in, and I think I'll cut this 2.5 by 2.5 just to go inside of here. I just wanted to make something really quick, so I want to position that. It doesn't really matter where you position it, just as long as it's within your window. So now I've got a nice solid shiny window. I'm making sure there's no fluff there, and I cut this little piece of ephemera out. I quite like the little girl and the birdie, so I want to put her into there. So I've got my skinny tape. This is from Elena Craft, and I'm just looking because I don't want any tape showing through the window. So I think this is going to be the right width. So I'm just going to go along there. I've got my scissors somewhere. They're all a bit gunked up, they need a good clean. I tidied up a bunch of stuff, and I've always got this really small bottle of Goo Gone on my desk, and it's gone. So the Goo Gone is gone. I need to find it. Alright. Of course, the hope is that you end up with no tape sticking out. I am going to be up tomorrow, I warn you in advance, with a design team haul from Panalisa, and she's got some seriously cute stuff. And I think because we've got like weird stuff going on with some shipping in the country at the moment, it was a bit delayed, so there's some Easter in there that I will share, but there's also a lot of flowery stuff, so we can oot and art at the Easter, and I'll do the floral stuff. I want to get that off there. And then I want this to be straight, so I'm just going to hold it to myself. And hopefully none of that tape is going to be showing. Fingers crossed. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's like a little picture frame. Such a pretty image. And I'm pretty sure that it was Panalisa that sent me that. So I've already got my tape down here for folding this, and I've got my bone folder. Yeah, so I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go there. Such a quick, easy thing to make. And of course you could put vellum or anything like that. You could totally seal this and use it with other bits of ephemera on a greeting card, and just, you know, fill it up with glitter. So now I'm just tucking in my pieces, making sure that I'm straight. Well, at least I think that bit is. Oh, look at that. That's That's just typical of me. Just get myself straight. And then I can use my bone folder down the side. Ooh, isn't that lovely? That's just so pretty. And then this folds over and you can see you've got two little holes there. And I've got my little, whoops, string ties, which I'm going to glue on. And I've got my little bit of twine. So I haven't used my glue bottle for a little while, so I'm just going to squirt it off camera, make sure it's operational. Oh yes, we seem to have some glue. Right, so I'm just going to, because I don't want it to stick down too much, you just want to put a little tiny dab, as you can see there, either side of your aperture. And then I'm just using my pickup tool. Make sure that I've got that over the hole and give it a press. Yeah, that looks straight to me. And then I'm going to do exactly the same here, just enough for it to stick. Pickup tool over the hole. Let me have a look at that, make sure it's straight. Yes, it is. Right, I'll just let that dry for a second and I'll be right back. Right, so this is dry, and just go underneath each of your circles, because remember you only put your dot of glue in the middle, and just lift them slightly on one side, and then just get your nail underneath and do it on the other side. What you don't want to do is you don't want to pull them off, which is why you've got to wait for your glue to set. So once you've got a little bit of give either side of those, you can get your piece of string or your twine and just tuck it in. Now it can be a little bit fiddly first go around, so, but that's one of the joys of making things like this, is that they can be so, you know, delicate looking. And I'm just going to lift that bit up there and get that in, and hopefully that will allow a second piece in there. See, I just pulled that off, my glue wasn't dry, but you kind of get what I mean. Yeah, that needs to stick down again, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then I'll just have to leave it a little bit longer. The other one managed to dry though, so that's something. I'll give that a squish. I think I've got that straight. Take that one off. Right, I'll put that to the side to dry while we have a look at our moon and the other bits that I cut out, because I want to use those stamps. So I've got my scruffy mat down there. Now what pops out of here is a great stamp shape, so that's the one that popped out, but I just used the frame again and I cut it in white, and I just wanted to have a look at it. So I'm trying to look around my desk here at the colours that I've got, and I think I'm just going to stamp it in Kitsch Flamingo, and I'm going to do the large one, the large pattern. So I've got my stamp block and I've got my stamp, and I've got Kitsch Flamingo on my desk, which is fortuitous. Give that a little squidge and see what we get. I don't think I actually inked that up in the middle. So my lighting is all weird today. So who knows if this is straight or not, but I'm hoping that it is. I just wanted to have a look. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, hang on a second, I'll pick it up. So you could stamp an entire card and just have those on like a quilt. You could have it like a little tag hanging off of there. Oh, I just think it's so sweet. Right, so that's one of my stamps, and the stamps work, and that's the important thing, and they're going to need a jolly good cleaning, so I'm just moving those out of the way. And of course, with that set, that pocket set, you also get hearts. So I did one in pink and one in white. So that's another little cute thing that goes with that set. But let's have a look at this gorgeous moon. Now, some of the bits popped out and some of them didn't, and I did use a heavyweight cardstock. So I've got a blending brush which is really scruffy and old. It's this one. It's got various colours on it, but the colours don't really do much. And I've got faded jeans, pumice stone, and I've also got weathered wood. So I'm going to go in that order. And this is Distress Ink and not Distress Oxide. So I just grabbed these quickly off the shelf. So let's see what it looks like. That's quite dark. Yes, it is. I'm just going round and around. See what kind of moon I can make. And then I want weathered wood, and I'm using the exact same brush. And I'm just going over everything. Ooh, it doesn't so much look like the moon. It looks a bit, you know, I don't know. It looks a bit Saturny. Brush that and get that in the streak. And then I've got faded jeans, so I'm going to put some blue into it. Just make sure I'm clear. And I'm hoping, because of all my humidity, that my my little tab is set on my little envelope up there. Oh, I like that. I think I might have a bit more pumice stone actually. It looks like a kind of like solar storm going across the planet. So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking I want to go there. Yeah. And I'm going to go a bit down there. Now, none of those other bits have fallen out, so it wouldn't be a problem because there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little bits that dropped out. So you could always add a little bit of glue to hold your other bits and pieces in position. But I absolutely love that. I love the size, and there's so much you can do with it. As I said, on the site, it's actually got a rocket that goes with it. But you could make that bright yellow, as I was saying yesterday, you know, Thanksgiving and Halloween and all sorts of things. And if you wanted to, and you've got a round die to make a card, it could also be the bubbles in the ocean for your fish and your coral and stuff. Get a close up. I really do love that. Right, let me just wipe my fingers clean and I'll be right back. Right, so I can tell you now that what I've done up here is I've actually applied too much glue and it glued it flat down. So I can't do that bit unless I run off and cut another pocket. But anyway, you can see how it's meant to be. Although, knowing me, I would probably finagle with that just to make it even easier. I think there's an easier way of doing that. I mean, you can absolutely use the holes and go through and tie a little bow or something, but that kind of defeats the purpose. But if I hadn't have glued all of that down, it would have been alright, and it would have taken the string around it, so I do apologise for that. That's a shame. But you can see what it is. It's a little policy pocket, and it really is very sweet. But I'm going to pull those off and try and fix it. I might actually just put 2 brads in there. That would make life even easier. So that's probably what I'm going to do. And if I do that, I will show you tomorrow. But tomorrow is going to be a design team haul from Panalisa. And I think what I'll do is I'll start with all the dies, and then the following day I'll do all the fabulous papers and stickers. Right. I thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you have an absolutely awesome day. And as usual, all links below. Bye.